Hello, so today we're going to be going over a Portal game. So in this video, this is set 12 PBE, so just make sure that you know that things can change. Obviously when the game is released, things are going to be a little bit more balanced. This was from around a week ago, and basically there's a certain augment that they made called Portal Delivery Service. If that sounds familiar, there used to be a portal itself, or a galaxy, called Yordle Delivery Service, and there used to be like an augment, I think, that was called Yordle Delivery Service, where you just gain Yordles. They kind of did a play on words there, and they made a augment called Portal Delivery Service. So what it does is it continually gives you portal units. And portal's a weird kind of trait, so this whole video is me just trying to figure out exactly how portal should be played. So portal, if you don't know, when you star up your units, the amount of star levels that you have strengthens the portal in terms of what drops and what things come out of it. When you play portal units, there's going to be like a portal over here, and it's going to dump out, I've seen it dump out Krugs, I've seen it dump out like damage, I've seen it dump out healing items, right? The idea is that like this portal engages in combat and it starts dumping stuff onto the battlefield. Now, it doesn't seem like the most insane thing, it's not like the most insane trait, but what this video is going to try and find out, at least according to like the balance that was in PBE, is how much like the star levels really matter to the portal, right? That's what I was really trying to go for in this video and the way that I was playing. I wasn't trying to play strictly around a Rise carry or strictly around an Ezreal carry. I was more trying to play towards playing 8 portal, or maxing out the vertical portal trait and trying to 3-star as many units as possible to see how that actually impacts the strength of the portal. So we're going to see it here. Category 5, this one's really good. There's a lot of units that really like this Runan's augment, so this one's one of the new augments. It's really cool. Unified is always like a generally good thing. I think you'll see it here. Portal Delivery Service. So gain a Galio, gain a Zoe. At the start of each round, gain a random 1 to 3 cost portal champion. So the idea is that you're going to have a lot of an easier time of hitting a 3-star version of these 1 to 3 cost units. Now, if I was playing this properly, I think you can play Portal Delivery Service and play it not as I was playing it, and play towards blasters, right? Basically, there's a 3-cost unit, so the 3-cost Ezreal. Ezreal's really strong, so I think you definitely want to play towards Ezreal in a lot of cases, and play towards blaster with this augment, right? Having the ability to just gain a bunch of, basically like when you're playing around a 3-cost reroll, you're usually trying to roll around stage 4, right? You're trying to like save up econ, make it to level 7 with a lot of gold, and then slow roll to try and hit your 3-stars. If you have Portal Delivery Service, you're probably going to very easily find yourself able to hit some sort of strong board around Ezreal, because you'll be able to stabilize around the Jace and the Zoes really early. Then you can also keep the Jace and the Galio in, play some sort of Vanguard / Shapeshifter frontline, and then you'll be able to more easily hit Ezreal 3, because you should have collected a couple Ezreals by the time you get to level 8. So here is just me putting in all the portal units, right? I'm trying to see myself playing vertical portal and just 3-starring everybody, right? This video, I don't think this is the optimal board that I'm going to play in this video. This was a learning exercise and hopefully learning for everybody else, especially like, you know, if you look at the Augment Portal Delivery Service and you think of the portal units, something that I want to try. I did the same thing with Eldritch, right? There's some of these traits that you have for units that scale off of the star level. See, so it says the portal becomes 8% stronger per portal star level, right? So I really wanted to see, okay, is this like a win out trait? Is it like if I hit everybody 3-star that is possible to hit 3-star, do I win out for free? That's the idea that I'm trying to figure out, right? How strong can this portal really get? And I have the augment for it, so that's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I think the optimal board is probably playing more towards just like using it to help you reroll towards Ezreal, and not trying to play like vertical 8 portal and just play a bunch of portal units without much inter-unit synergies. But that being said, we're just going to sit here and we're going to see how it works. As you can see, every round you gain a 1-cost unit. I also want to see how it works. I'm going to answer, or hopefully if you guys have questions about it, I can answer those questions. But basically, I'm going to try and figure out exactly like which units I can play, exactly which synergies kind of work out with the board, right? So here, if I'm playing like just vertical portal, I'm thinking I just reroll Rumble as well. Rumble gives me Blaster for Ezreal, then I play Ezreal as well, and then Scholar, I get the Scholar with the Rise and the Zoe, I believe, that gives Scholar, right? But basically, the idea for me this game is obviously play vertical portal. I also want to see how the trait actually works, because Yordle delivery service, the way that it used to work is like you get a Yordle unit, but then if there's no more Yordles left, like if you hit a 3-star of that unit, I want to know what exactly happens. And you'll see I'm kind of disappointed a little bit later in the game. What I would hope is, like, let's say I get 3-star Jace, 3-star Zoe, and I get 3-star Galio. Does that mean that it just starts pumping me Ezreals? Right? Like, if I 3-star everybody and it can't give me another copy of the unit, because usually the way these traits work is, like, if you already have a 3 cost of a unit, you can no longer see it in shop and no longer get it offered via traits or augments. So once I hit a 3-star Zoe, does that mean I'm just like gonna have way better odds of finding the other units, right? Or is it just gonna be like what's gonna happen? So we'll answer that question a little bit later when we get there. Obviously, this is still PBE. Please keep in mind that because it's PBE, things are subject to change. I like to always say that. I've had in the past, like in set 11 as well as set 10, I've posted videos of me playing in PBE, and they did kind of well on YouTube. Like, they had some good engagement. But then at one point, like when the set first released, because I had so much content out, people started seeing it afterwards and then started like harassing, like saying that's not the right build, that's not the right unit, the best board is this. And it's like, yes, obviously it's like 3 weeks into the set and there's stats available. We can all figure out that PBE was wrong in what we were building, what we were trying out, right? But you know, so that's why I always want to make sure that people understand this is before the set was released. This is if you're seeing this 3 weeks from now, yes, you could probably make a better board, and yes, most of the units are probably gonna be different in terms of their power levels, in terms of balancing, right? Just to make that very clear for everybody. Okay, so now we could just like sit tight and relax. This is basically my board. I'm just gathering portal units. I'll decide if I have to roll if I'm like giga like lose streaking and I'm doing pretty poorly. I do think Rise is probably a little bit better to play around. Rise is one of those units that's just like insanely strong, I find. I think he got a little bit adjusted, so I'm not sure how broken he was. I remember at the start of the PBE he was pretty strong. The problem is it's a little bit hard to itemize. I think now like Rise you want to build with like a Guinsoo usually. You'll see that my itemization for Rise is like secondary, because I'm usually in this build path, at least I was thinking more along the lines of stabilizing around Ezreal, because I was hoping that the portal delivery service would help me get hit in Ezreal 3 fairly easily. I think what ends up happening this game, I'm not 100% sure. I'm fairly certain that I get like giga contested on Ezreal, so I just don't hit him for a while, and that definitely hurts my final placements. But we'll see what happens once I hit like the giga portal, how much damage it does and stuff. As you can see, like, I'm not sure what the flag does in terms of effect, but things come out of the portal and they either do damage, it does healing, it does some combat buffs, some combat related things, right? So just keep in mind, keep an eye out on this portal and you'll see what it kind of does as a trait in general. I think the augment's kind of cool. Like I said, I think there's like obviously a better board you can probably play around it. Or you maybe just play towards Rise. Maybe if you play vertical portal, you have to like stabilize around Rise. Not 100% sure. Portal itself gives you a lot of shielding as well, so it's pretty nice if you can get the high level portal units and you get some health shield. It kind of works out pretty well in terms of like stabilizing a front line. It really helps out like Taric already is like extremely difficult to deal with, so having Taric with the extra shielding, if you have vertical portal, can make him extremely hard to deal with as a tank. Anyways, I'm kind of just selling. I'm making econ, right? I'm trying to max out my econ. I'm level 5, 50 gold. I don't have to roll for anything because basically all my units are upgrading on their own. My items are a little bit awkward here because, like, you know, I really want to find an Ezreal at one point, and once I have Ezreal, I think I'm a little bit more stable at least. Here I'm just rolling for something to item hold. I lost most of my rounds before. I find a Taric, which is just crazy. Now if I get an Ezreal, I just have 6 portal in, so I could just play 6 portal. And I'm trying to debate if I roll a little bit more. Rolling for Ezreal is pretty good. I wanted an item holder though, right? If you look at my items, I probably want to make like IE and maybe Last Whisper. Like make some sort of AD items, because Ezreal's an AD carry, and Zoe and Rise and all of the other portal units are AP carries. So I run into this awkward situation of like, well, I have mostly like AD/tank items. I don't really have AP items. So I can't really play towards Rise. I can't really play towards Zoe. So I need some sort of item holder. I need an Ezreal as soon as possible. That's the idea here. If I had items that I can use, I feel like it's not that bad to itemize a lesser carry a lot of the times, especially if you're playing a reroll line. I find that it's pretty consistent to find like the charm that gives you the charm is the set mechanic here. It's pretty reliable to find like a magnetic remover in this set. I find that I'm never at a point in a game where I really need a magnetic remover and I don't. I feel like if I play towards having a magnetic remover, I usually have it. Of course, this is PBE. Maybe things and odds will change, but I feel like that happens quite a bit. Here, I just take golden remover though because it's a silver augment. I don't really have anything else. I get the Ezreal finally. Take this, get a champ, die roll, sure. I should put in the Ezreal here. I might not even have noticed that it dropped me the Ezreal. Yeah, look, I don't even notice that it dropped me Ezreal. So I play this instead. And I'm still holding out items because I wanted to make AD items. I don't think it was magnetic remover. It was probably anything but magnetic remover. Let me look at my other options again. Tiny Titans, Exiles. It might have been Exiles, honestly. Like anything that's like combat related, I think would have been a little bit better than magnetic remover. Yeah, I just didn't notice that I got an Ezreal. We'll see how long it takes me to notice that there's an Ezreal there. That's just my bad. I probably just want to make Last Whisper IE. Last Whisper IE. I have a component, one extra item probably. Or a frontline item. Yeah, I can itemize the Jace. Jace is really strong as a unit, I find. He does a lot of damage and is fairly tanky. Honestly, I wouldn't mind like a Crown Guard on Taric. Yeah, but I'm down. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. This is fine. This guy's a Vanguard. Sorry, Galio is a Vanguard, so he doesn't get the extra, how do I phrase it? He gets like damage reduction, so it helps as a tank to make him a tank item that gives him armor and MR. So it's really strong to give him a Gargoyle Stone Plate. And based on my augment of choice, I'm probably going to hit a Galio 3 is what I'm thinking. So I'm assuming that that's going to be like my Giga tank. So I might as well itemize the Galio and not the Taric that I already found. Like I said, I didn't notice this guy, so that's my bad. I don't know when I'll notice it. Unless I'm just going to sack the level. Okay, I noticed it now. As you can see, my cursor. Do you see how my cursor went to it? It's like, where did this guy come from? That's what I noticed. So I can play Blaster here. I can put the items onto this guy, right? I have removers, so I can put the extra sword component on the Ezreal. And then I'm thinking, like, do I want to go to 6 Portal? Or do I want to level to 7 here and just play 6 Portal? I could. Or I can just lose Blaster and Vanguard. I'm a little bit slow to decide. I think what my thought process is, I'll just level after neutral. So I'll just sack this round, because I already lost last round. But Ezreal, as you can see, this is an Ezreal 1. And it'll probably do a lot of damage, right? Ezreal is basically like set 10 Ezreal, where he just like does the cast and does like a huge amount of damage. So I find a lot of times IE is really good. It might even be like the same as like in set 11, or sorry, set 10, where you make like blue buff, IE, red buff. Or like Shojin, IE, red buff, right? Something like that as an item. I don't know the BIS items. We'll see how it works out once like the final balancing before the set releases. But here I just know that I really want Infinity Edge on him. I have the items for Last Whisper, so I'll just make Shred that way. Or Sundering that way, so I'm totally down. And yeah, we're just going to sit. It's Portal Delivery Service, so we're just going to wait until we hit all of our Portal units. Next turn I can level, and I can play 6 Portal. And we're just going to hope that these 3 stars really stabilize us and make us into a very, very strong board. And that's like the thought process behind this game. The Portal hasn't been super impactful in my opinion yet. We haven't seen anything crazy. There's a point in the game where it starts dropping Krugs. And the Krugs are like super tanky. Like they're super like great as like extra dummies on the board. So we'll see. Yep, but we get a Jace. And now it's like it's after neutral, so it's a good turn to level because we level with like perfect EXP, so we don't waste any EXP. Get in 6 Portal, and we're good to go. It's an Ezreal 1 as my main carry, but it's totally fine. I have golden remover, so I can put the components on the units. I'm not scared about doing that, and we just let it rock. Also, did I reset my inking? Oh, I didn't reset my inking. Oh, I've been drawing this whole time, and nobody's been seeing anything. Oh well, I'll reset it now. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna restart the recording. We'll just rock. We'll just roll with it like that. Yeah, I've been drawing things like, yeah, Portal. right? As you can see there, dropped a bunch of damage, right? Sniping the backline. There, dropped some like snowflakes. Here's the Krug I was talking about. See the Krug? The Krugs are usually really good. I think once you get to like 6 portal, you get some good loot. Because the portal, so the portal increases like, it says it has 8% increase per star level, right? It becomes 8% stronger. I don't know what that means. But if you have 3 portals, it says small portal, and then it says medium portal. I think that changes what comes out of the portal, right? So a lot of the games I've played, I usually play around 6 portal, and that's when you start getting juicy stuff. You get the Krugs, you get like the explosion on the backline that does a decent amount of damage. You get less of like that stupid flag that I don't even know what it does with the small portal. It's probably like some sort of damage amp or damage buff. I'm not 100% sure. But the Krugs are the ones that always like, I find like I think there's some points where I see like portal players and then they have like 3 or 4 Krugs and it's like the whole board is swarmed with extra units and it's like, bro, what are we doing here? And that's when it's like, okay, yeah, this shit kind of pops if you get it popping, you know what I mean? But yeah, we're just collecting. We're gonna get Galio 3 first probably, which is pretty nice, because having a good front line is really nice because our Ezreal jumps around. So as long as as long as the Galio doesn't get de-aggroed and a lot of people are stuck on the Galio, even an Ezreal 1 should be enough to stabilize us for much of the mid game. I feel like the damage output is really good. We just don't want Ezreal to like blink over here, Galio dies and they start killing the Ezreal. Ezreal dies instantly and then the whole board's fucked, right? That's the way you lose some of these fights. When you have somebody like Ezreal where he's jumping around and blinking here, there, and everywhere, you really want your front line to be super duper stable so that enemy carries don't retarget, right? You don't want the Galio to die. Ezreal's here. Instead of targeting a frontline unit, they're like, oh shit, look, there's an Ezreal. Instead of like targeting this guy and then they kill the Ezreal. It's a lot better if you have like a really stable front line so that they get chewed off first. Just as like a idea for units. I hear I'm in this awkward spot. I don't have that many Ezreals. I think somebody's contesting Ezreal. I wasn't paying attention right now. I was resetting like my I wasn't paying attention when I was scouting most recently in this VOD, so we'll see. Yeah, we could just make Shojin just help Ezreal cast. I'm kind of down for that. We're 1 off Galio. And this is gain a spatula. So gain a spatula, this is pretty good because then I can more easily hit 8 portal. So I'm kind of down. I have the component to make a portal emblem, I'm pretty sure. So I'm just going to put it on this guy. The reason I'm putting it on Rumble is because now if I hit Rumble 3, Rumble 3 will also count towards the portal upgrades, which is really nice. So that's basically the idea here. I want to play Rumble because he synergizes with this for Vanguard and he synergizes with Bastion. We have like a little trifecta of synergies that these 3 all synergize with each other really nicely now. As we can see here, this guy went Poppy reroll. I think the Poppy Hero Augment. I thought the Poppy Hero Augment was pretty good, and I think it got slightly nerfed because now it's been pretty bad in recent history, so it's a little bit awkward to play around. We'll see how we go here. My Ezreal's like kind of hopefully gonna do enough damage, but nah, Poppy just got, oh no, it's my portal got me. See, this is what I mean by Ezreal. You see, like my front line died and then my Ezreal was close to the Poppy and she just one-shot him. Portal emblem. See, the thing is I already have a portal +1. I probably should have taken portal crest and try and play towards like 10 portal just for the fun of PBE. I think that I played this too close to like a normal game. In my head, I was like, oh, I just want items, so I'll just take items here, right? Because I want to make sure that all my 3 stars are itemized, right? Like having items for this dude is really important. Having items for this dude's really important. Yeah, that's just my bad. Oh, don't make Edge at Night. Please, God, don't make Edge at Night. If I make Edge at Night, I think I'm trolling. Okay, nice. I reforge it. Yeah, Crown Guard's fine, sure. I'm down for a Crown Guard. Okay, triple item, Galio 3. I'm rolling a little bit on 7. I'm trying to collect some Ezreals. Is it this guy? Yeah, this guy's holding Ezreals. He has an Ezreal. I think he's going to sell it, but I think he doesn't end up selling and then he ends up holding some more Ezreals. He's trying to play towards Varus. And with Varus, you can play Ezreal, which is fine. But I'm still Ezreal 1, right? And this portal delivery has not been delivering me Ezreals. Get a Tarek 2. Get a Kassadin. Maybe this also could be a Kassadin reroll. I've seen Kassadin reroll really pop off. Kassadin reroll might be really strong. We got an Ezreal pair. I found a natural Kassadin. I'm kind of down. I found a Rise. I'm thinking like I can level 1 level and go level 8 and play 8 Portal. I'm not sure if Scholar is more important than the star level for the Kassadin, but I'm kind of down to just take out the Kassadin and get Scholar in for a little bit of synergy. Oh yeah, this guy too is holding Ezreal. I guess Ezreal just Giga contested this lobby. Everybody's kind of wanted to play Blaster in some way. This guy's playing towards Hui, I think, in Frost. But it's okay. I really should have taken Portal Emblem here, because it would have been nice. Because I think you need 3 emblems to hit. No, you need 2 emblems to hit. Do you only need 2 emblems to hit? Am I crazy? How many Portal units are there? I need to check when I scout. I needed 1 emblem, and then I made it already. So isn't 2 emblems enough to make it? No, I think you need 3 emblems. You probably need 1 emblem to make it to 8, I think. I think you need 1 emblem to make it to 8, and you need 3 emblems total to make it to 10. Down for the Nora. Guarantees me the portal units. Wait, but then I have an emblem now and I don't need it. So don't I only need 2 emblems to make it to 10? Why didn't I take portal emblem? I'm fucking trolling. I could have been 10 portal. Aw, I messed up. Wait, so I'm 7 now. 8, 9, 10. Aw, I didn't count right. I'm stupid. I'm sorry, everybody. But to be fair, you'll see later, I was not going to make it to level 10 anyways. So as much as you guys might be upset, and it might be like, why didn't you take Portal Crest? Yeah, I wasn't going to make it to 10 anyways. I'm pretty weak. I never stabilized around Ezreal. God damn it. I'm so bad. Wait, can I make it to 10 now? How many units are in? No, I took out Rise. No, I need 1 more emblem. I'm still Ezreal 1, by the way. Right? But as you can see, this is what I was saying. If you have a really strong front line, Ezreal has enough time to cast and could delete the back line. Oh no, now my angle's pretty bad. Yeah, if my Ezreal need to cast this way. That was just a bad angle. Nice, we're winning this fight. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's my bad. I didn't realize that to gain a random portal champion. Sure, I'm down. I got a Jace, which was such a waste. Because it cost 2 gold, and I got a Jace, which was 1 gold, and I didn't even need a Jace, so it's even like it's really like negative 1 gold. It's like actually bad. I'm still slow rolling. I'm still just trying to find an Ezreal 2, by the way. Ezreal 2, I'm Ezreal 1 still. Right, I have 3-star this, 3-star this, and I have Ezreal 1. It's so bad. But we'll see, we'll see. Should be a little bit better after. I should also slam items, I think, but you know, maybe not. Playing against the bees here. Barely winning these fights, but you know, it is what it is. I think the main issue that I should have played towards 10 portal. I could have easily made it to 10, I think, if I just sat around for a little bit. I hit Nora 2. I hit Nora 2 on 7 before I hit Ezreal 2, by the way. Do you see what I mean by the luck of this sometimes? Holy shit. Oh, I really should have taken a second portal emblem. I could have played 10 portal. I'm gonna beat myself up over that, because it would have been really nice to try out 10 portal with all of this. Oh well. It is what it is. You know. My videos in recent history have not been doing too well on the YouTube anyways, so you know. Whatever. I don't think it would have mattered if I had a Giga Tuber or not. I have an odd number of components, so I should definitely buy this charm, by the way. This charm gives you a component, right? And because I have an odd number of components, it will allow me to make perfect items. I should buy this. I don't think I noticed it. So see, this gives you a component. Do I buy it? Why am I not buying it? I even looked at it. Because then I can make an item out of this component. It doesn't matter what it is, it just helps out, you know? This guy's playing like Callista with the Varus combo. With Pyro, so you know, this is gonna be a hard matchup. I just did Ezreal too though, so I should be decently strong. My Ezreal is taking some aggro, but the Callista was caught on, what's his name? The other dude. Oh, that's so close. Oh well. It is what it is. So this is the part where I was really curious about. So the portal delivery, as you can see, is dropping the units one by one. Now that I got a Jace 3 and I got Galio 3, obviously I'm not getting Jace or Galio as units anymore because I maxed them out, right? I spiked now, I'm 8 portal, I leveled, right? I finally hit Ezreal 2, so I'm kind of okay with leveling at this point. I'm curious to see what's going to happen after I hit these guys, right? So Kassadin, I'm still a little bit further off, right? I still need 2 more Kassadins, and I need 2 more of I need 1 more Poppy though, so we'll see how it works out. This is the Poppy reroller, so we'll see how this also works out. But I'm pretty sure I have a decent front line, right? This Galio is going to be decently tanky for at least this stage still. I also have a Jace as my backup, and Jace is really, really strong in a lot of these fights. Yeah, just imagine if I had... Oh, I feel so beat up that I didn't take the extra portal emblem. Because I literally could have just econed up to level 9. I could have just tried to make it to 10. It's just so hard to make it to 10 from the spot that I was in without any Ezreals. Okay, so now we hit Poppy 3. So this is the part of the game where I think what's going to happen is I'm not going to get any more unit drops. I think what happens with portal delivery service is it rolls first the cost, and then it rolls the unit. So it's not like now that I hit these guys, right, I'm going to guarantee get Kassadin or Ezreal. I think what's going to happen is it's going to give me, like, it's going to draw blanks. If it rolls a 1 cost and I can't get Poppy, it's going to roll blank and I'm not going to get nothing. Which actually really sucks, because I thought that it was going to make it easier to hit these units later, and that was my whole game plan. But this is the big problem with it. I think once you don't have it rolls the cost of the unit first, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to start getting no unit drops, right? So pay attention to my bench. You'll see that I won't get a unit. In some of these rounds, right? Like if it's now that I got a 3-star of all the 1 costs, I'll run into that situation. I don't have anti-heal and it's an Ezreal. I might as well just take it. I'm going for Ezreal 3 this game. That's like my my max cap, right? Because I'm itemizing towards Ezreal. Yeah, I'm decently strong, right? Because I've essentially played a reroll board, so I have a bunch of 3-stars that make everything really strong. Oh, I got an Ezreal drop, right? Okay, that's pretty lucky. That's pretty good. It would have been nice if I can 3-star this guy as well, but it is what it is. I put the Yuumi on the Ezreal because I think that it's a little bit better to place because I think I need more damage than I need frontline at this point, because I'm basically just carrying an Ezreal 2 for most of the game. This is what I mean. Imagine if I was carrying like an Ezreal 3 and I was playing strictly like blasters. I feel like I would be in such a better spot. This guy's just way stronger than me right now. I think he's way stronger. He's level 9 and he has like a legendary that's just absolutely beating my backline up. Yeah, just the Pyro with the Callista and the Camille. It's actually really close. I think if my portal dropped a couple more things, that would have been good. Yeah, see? You see how I got nothing this turn? I got no unit drop. So what happened is I think portal delivery service dropped a, what's it called? It rolled a 1 cost. And then because there was no 1 cost that it can give me, because I have both 3 stars of each of them, it gives you nothing. That sucks so much because it not only does it not give you a duplicate 1 cost that you can sell for 1 gold, once you hit the 3 stars, it literally gives you nothing, right? And the problem is now is I thought that it would at least, I thought, okay, it's either going to give me an Ezreal, it's going to give me a Kassadin, or it's going to give me gold. Actually, it can give you nothing. So that's the way it works. I don't know if they're going to fix it. I don't know if that's intentional. I don't remember how Yordle delivery service works because I barely even took that augment. And that was a long time ago, right? That was like over a year ago, I think, right? That it's been, because there wasn't Yordles in the last set as a trade. Yordle was like set 9, right? That's when I remember Yordle delivery service. So I don't even remember how this shit works. But like now I know. It's like that's kind of ass, right? Or at least in my thought process, I was like, oh man, I was like, that was my win con, right? So now I think that I'm going 3rd for sure. If you look at these 2 players, right, I'm not really getting any Ezreals, and I already pushed levels. I'm far off of Ezreal, right? I can roll down all my gold and hit Ezreal 3, but it's pretty bad if I just keep drawing blanks, right? If I keep drawing blanks for the portal delivery service, like, I'm not going to be as strong as I was hoping I would be at this point, because I was hoping to be able to push levels by now. I really low rolled on the Ezreals. I was playing Ezreal 1 for most of the game, and now on top of it, I don't even get to, like, you know, it's fine, I'll get Ezreals later. It's like, no, it's like, I have like a 1 out of, like, what is it, like a 1 out of 6 units, 1 out of 6 chance of getting dropped in Ezreal. As you can see, I got another blank. No portal drop, no Yordle, sorry, no portal champion drop. Maybe it's not, maybe this is neutral round, so it doesn't matter. Maybe it's only after player combat. Here I push level. I just put in this dude, because I have her. Right now, it's probably better just to play another frontline synergy. Bastion would probably do wonders because it just gives extra armor to everybody. I played this for mage. It's not that great. But this is what I was saying. Look, like now I'm like 20 gold. I'm nowhere near as strong as these 2 guys. If I took the extra portal emblem, I know it wasn't hype. It would have been way more hype if I took the extra portal emblem. I tried to play towards 10 portal. The problem is, like, I'm not making it anyways. Like, yes, I miscounted and I could have played 10 portal with 2 emblems. Yes, I could have taken the augment to give me the extra emblem, but realistically, this shit's, it's chalked, I think. I think I beat that guy, but they're not even close to strength, and there's no way I'm making it to level 10, right, before the game ends, right? To make it to level 10, I literally have to, like, sit here for, what is it, 4 rounds, 5 rounds? I have to sit for 5 more rounds. Right, I'm 42 HP, 5 rounds. It's maybe doable. Maybe doable. 2 off Ezreal, 1 off Kassadin. Once I had Kassadin 3, I think Kassadin 3 is better than somebody, right? This guy gets Scholar, but he's my weakest in terms of star level. I'm playing against the Viger player. That's a bit chalked as well. We'll see if I can beat this guy. It comes down to, like, how much... The Viger does so much damage, by the way, so it's just a matter of, like, how strong. We get, like, a Giga Krug, which was cool. My front line died first. I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, this ain't looking too hot. Yeah, so I lose against this guy. He has Incanturin with Ziggs, the Karma. We love to see it. Karma got buffed a little bit. Like, she used to be really bad, and now people are kind of like, she's pretty okay. So I'm not quite sure. 1 off Ezreal, I might as well just roll for it. Try and, like, stabilize to try and win out. This guy's just... This is the Pyro guy, which I haven't... I don't think I beat the Pyro guy a single time that I played him. Like, it just doesn't happen. Okay, Kassadin 3, I gain a star level. I don't know if it's worth it to remove Taric, because Taric is such a good frontline unit. But I'm hoping that the extra star level juices up this portal, right? 8% more damage, or 8% better, it says. I don't know. Hopefully it's good. I'm fighting against a clone, right? So it should be an easier fight. It's just a really difficult matchup, I think. Because I think he has the Pyro Emblem, so I think he even has Execute, right? Yeah. This is a clone, and it's not looking close. Of course, like I said, I itemized Ezreal, I didn't itemize Ryze. I got a bunch of AD items, and I was already committed to Portal Delivery Service. So, you know, it's not the greatest thing. I'm kind of just bleeding out. I'm just losing against everybody. This is what I was saying, that it's going to be hard for me to go 10 anyways this turn, so hopefully you guys didn't miss out. It's not like I messed up and you guys missed out on 10 Portal. I wouldn't have made it to 10 Portal anyways, I don't think. So it is what it is. This guy's going for Callista 3 as well, so that's great. I can just Rabadon's Rise. Hopefully Rise helps stabilize my board a little bit, does some extra damage. I think the portal is bait. I think the star levels are bait. I think you might as well just, like, you know, not go for it. And then, you know, I drew another blank, but I rolled. I hit Ezreal 3. At least we got Ezreal 3 online. I can just put this on this guy. My neck removing, because I think Rise maybe is a little bit better than this dude, the Nora. But we'll see how it goes. I also put the Yumi on the front line because I find that my front line has been dying a lot these last couple rounds. I don't know exactly when I made that transition, but usually I'm losing the fight because my front line dies before theirs. This guy's one off Callista 3. You know, it is what it is. We'll see how this goes. We just gotta try our best. Hopefully Ezreal can get a snipe off, and hopefully the portal can get some really good loot. We're getting some Giga Krugs as well because it's large portal now, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's not even close. This is what I was saying. I'm pretty sure I was gonna fall off. I don't have really strong combat augments in particular. But this was mostly for fun. It was mostly to learn how much the star levels matter with the portal. I feel like they're not that impactful, right? I feel like if it was 8 portal, like I feel like the quality of the units doesn't outweigh playing a strong board, right? I feel like 6 portal is way better than 3 portal. I feel like 8 portal isn't that noticeably different, but maybe that's just because of the way the scaling worked and the other people's boards. And I felt like I didn't feel like there was a reason to strictly reroll the portal units, right? Like there's sometimes where these traits build themselves such that, like, if you 3-star units, the extra stars that you get for 3-starring them really helps out your board. Here I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3-stars, and the rest of my units were 2-starred. This is probably the best case scenario, because if I get a 3-star Rise or a 3-star Nora, like, this is the max level 8 portal. Like, this is max strength level 8 portal strength, and I didn't even beat, like, the honeybees. You know what I mean? It's 8 portal, max reroll, right? Max amount of stars. I didn't beat the bees, right? Obviously there was things I could have played better. Obviously my augments could have been better, but I'm just saying conceptually, I don't think portal is like a reroll heavy comp. I don't think it's like, oh, you need to reroll portals in order to get the strength out of the portal. It's like, no, I think you'll be fine with just playing like vertical portal with Rise or something like that. It's not strictly to play. Like having 3 stars doesn't shift the needle so much that that's the way you play the comp. That's the main point of the video, to show you guys. And also, you guys can see the new augment, as well as see some of the units and how they work, and think about Ezreal a little bit. Thank you everybody for watching, and hopefully that was an enjoyable one.